Strange things are happening at the Walt Disney Company. No, we're not talking about hippos. We're not talking about Two Shower Big Bobby. No, we're talking about what's going on with their ratings over on ABC and ESPN. The Walt Disney Company had thought that people would surely go look on ESPN anywhere and everywhere else they could find beyond Charter Spectrum. However, that seems not to have happened. The outage, the lack of provisions for those channels on that cable service seems to be significantly hurting the bottom line of Disney. Now, even the state of New York is hopping into this. We covered that earlier. We're going to share with you some more thoughts on it right now. All right, folks, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. What a joy it is each and every day here explaining entertainment and keeping you ahead of the culture curve. It is a joy as always, and we're going to get straight into it. Today, we're talking about the fact that ABC and ESPN ratings are in the toilet. We're talking about toilet. That's French. We're trying to be proper here, of course. And, well, it's not going well for Disney because they are doing everything in their power to finish September with their stock in a safe place to finish the purchase of Hulu. However, despite the discounts, despite potential layoffs ahead, it seems that nothing is stopping the downward spiral. We talked about this at great length on the WDW Pro live show, that being every Thursday, 5 to 7 p.m. Eastern. And folks, we think that we went to a level that you deserve to get to hear and listen to. At this time, when we did this conversation, we did not yet know that the state of New York was going to step in, but we've got coverage of that as well. So folks, let's join in the conversation now and check it out. So let me pull this where I can see it. You guys can't, but I'm just going to read this to you. This from a source who, by the way, I believe the source is out there in the lobby. And so we want to say a huge thank you to the source for providing this. We are now under the impression, we're out in rumor territory here because this is
allegedly
to us. Yeah, allegedly. We are now under the impression that Disney is looking for significantly more layoffs to happen as a result of many factors.
No.
And that those terminations are likely to happen very late this month or next month. We don't have exact numbers on how many will be affected. I'm reading through this actually as we speak.
Well, that's the answer right there for how they're going to come up with the money for Hulu. They probably this is the ironic thing about firing people at Disney right now is it actually costs them more money, but it frees up their cash flow in the future. Yeah. Because when they do severance like this, it'll vary from, the people that they just walk out the door like hourly to the people that are higher level executives that might get six to 12 months of severance depending. So the line items that they have had over the recent quarters for severance payments, they kind of hit it a little bit. There was a $2.5 billion figure there where they put reorganization charges or something to that effect. And there was this tiny little bit of language in there indicating that they had maybe spent they kind of smushed it in there with the direct to consumer erasure of why am I struggling with this? Disney Plus, when they took a bunch of stuff off of Disney Plus, it created a huge line item, and they put separation fees with employees. Wow, you'd think I talk for a living.
So let's get into some more of this scoop, and that's exactly right, Jonas. Furloughs are expected allegedly within ABC, specifically production. We've got cuts across the board, allegedly, within marketing and public relations. Individuals who make decisions, we're talking about the higher-ups. Dana Walden and Alan Bergman, they're individuals underneath them likely to see significant cuts, as well as Disney advertising and sales. There's some more information. I'm going to hold on to some of this information. I'm not sure that we should release some of that follows. But then I'll have this. It says it's estimated Disney is losing around $4 million per day due to the ongoing dispute with Charter. Mm-hmm. And it looks like Disney had anticipated that people would go find new ways of getting onto ESPN via YouTube and other things. And according to this source, again, allegedly, folks, ratings actually for ESPN and ABC were down 40% on the last weekend. So that just coming in. So happy to bring the breaking news to you. Again, we didn't even have a ticker for the bottom to sort of say that's what we're talking about, but that's what we've got. I'll hand it to Culture and Michelle. But I want to get a chance to get everybody from the panel in on this. Disney terminations may be on the way. Source claims charter issue is hurting Disney worse than expected. ABC, ESPN ratings may have tumbled by 40% on the last weekend. We talked before the Super Chats about those divisions that may face furloughs. I want to go to Michelle first on this. Michelle, any surprise here? And what would you suggest for people who may be worried about their jobs inside Disney?
Yeah, I mean, I this isn't surprising at all due to just how bad things are going for Disney. I mean, when you don't have cash flow, like you've got to you're going to have to start laying people off. So I don't think anyone should be surprised by this, but it is telling. It's like they can't really hide anymore just how bad things are with the number of layoffs. I mean, when was it they had the first round? It was several months ago, but still, it was within this year. And then now we're doing another big set of layoffs. I mean, if you work for Disney right now, I think my advice would be you may want to be getting on Indeed, updating your resume, and looking for other places of employment just in case.
You bet. That does sound like sound advice. We're not here to give financial advice or political advice, but by golly, when it comes to getting a resume done at Disney, that's just common sense. All right, well, let's Culture. Lorena, any thoughts on this latest rumor that's coming out? I mean, a 40% drop in ratings, allegedly. That's crazy.
It doesn't surprise me. The 12% or however many percent, I think somebody said it was 12 to 20% that charter spectrum actually covered. If that's the case, all of the areas are coastal and they're deep in SEC country and Texas. And you're going to have irritated all the football fans in the world.
Yes.
They're doing that. So I would say that that's you've got a level of irritation there that probably Disney can't afford. I would expect that I would expect that that's somewhat accurate. But 40% drop, sure. I mean, ESPN, maybe they're heavily viewed in those areas that I mentioned because maybe they are very invested in college football. And don't miss out on this. ESPN has Monday Night Football, which is the biggest game or games of the week, depending upon the time of the year. And so, I mean, there's a lot of reasons for, viewership to be down on all their channels, all their offerings, to be fair.
I also see, Jonas, we have not been able to get to this yet, and it's not an official topic that we're going to cover today, but Kiss My Grits is reminding me that Disney Plus is offering a $199. I think they were. They were inspired by Geeks and Gamers, is what I understand. And here we have a super chat about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Joe.
Obi Pixel for £2. Well, this is $199 British pounds, but there is also. You'll have to forgive the dog. I think.
Well, he's excited. He heard about the $199.
Yeah, he was getting ready to watch the game and found out that the cable is blacked out.
Oh, he's lost out on the dog show.
I'll read this. Since Obi Pixel was so generous, Disney Plus UK has a £199 per month 3-month special. There's a lot of moves right here that seem to be aiming at jazzing those subscriber numbers.
When does the quarter end, Jonas? When does this quarter officially end?
I will
end of this month, right?
End of October.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
well that lines up pretty well then. It's a this one's available only until
is it end of October 30th. Or end of September?
No, it's end of September because Disney's fiscal year starts,
which is why they're trying to close
1st of October.
So they've got a deal running exactly until the end of their financial quarter that'll have to be reported on. Yep.
And they're dropping Elemental on Disney Plus as well.
That'll really drive
the
up
next
the
week or
views
2 weeks or
now.
something like that. That they dropped the Little Mermaid.
Right, September 6th.
I don't see that. Yeah.
Yep. September 30th, if I'm not mistaken, is the end of their fiscal quarter because the Galactic Star Cruiser is closing down.
Closing that day.
Folks, we know what they're up to.
It's so sad over there. I drive by and I see just tumbleweeds. There's
Star
nothing
Cruiser?
going on there.
They're trying to get the
Hulu.
numbers up, and they're trying to get that
Um,
tax write-off within the fiscal year. So October,
Mhm.
November, December are technically first quarter of Disney's financial year. So
Which is also why they're trying to seal the deal on the layoffs too.
Yes, that's the other thing. So they can
Oh.
write that off, because if they aren't doing them the end of this month, they're doing them the end of December.
yeah. The ARPUs are going to be awful for
Oh,
anyone
gosh,
who
yeah.
understood that. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, folks, that completes the conversation today. However, it does not stop the commentary, and perhaps we can continue to chat together. Drop a comment down below. We covet your comments. We care about what you think. And don't forget that if you like this kind of content, well, it's a good thing to like it, share, subscribe. And when you click it, you do stick it to the algorithms. It's the notification bell. I also want to say a huge and heartfelt thank you to each and every one of you out there who has subscribed to the channel. 40,000 subscribers. And we are not even a year old yet. It is a tremendous joy that you give all of us who are a part of this. There are many, many people part of this team beyond just myself. And I tell you, if you enjoy entertainment news coverage, well, consider perhaps checking out That Park Place. Not only the website, thatparkplace.com, but also the YouTube channel, which is brand new. You're going to enjoy it. Many of the same people on my team are working on that as well. And we are trying to create a news network that will revolutionize the way that we cover entertainment here on YouTube and everywhere else. How are we doing it? Well, by doing our very best to tell the truth. We are not corporate. We are just many individuals giving our honest, unbrokered, as best we can, unbiased opinion on what's going on. Folks, wherever you are and whatever you're doing, keep learning, keep growing, and keep having fun.